Okay guys, I'm back here today with another video for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys a species of snake which is commonly found here in Kentucky, creeks, water, basically anywhere where there's water at. They like staying in the water, that's where a prey lives at. They're commonly mistaken for cottonmouths and copperheads sometimes, which they kind of do look like copperheads if you don't know your snakes. We'll get this guy out to him, tell you guys what kind of snake he is, and I have a couple in here. Best time to find them is at nighttime. Within these past few nights, I've found 6 of them. Nighttime is the best time to find them, but during the daytime, you can catch them out basking every once in a while. But nighttime is the best time to find them because that's usually when they're most active, because there's not too many predators out looking for them during the nighttime. They're usually out looking for frogs, sleeping fish, and stuff like that. We'll get this guy out right now. I'm gonna show him to you. Now, I have a whole fistful of these guys in there, but now here's a common water snake. Well, I call him a northern water snake. Now he's got several names: common water snake, northern water snake, black water adder, banded water snake. I mean, they can go by just about anything. Now, these guys are commonly killed because they're mistaken for cottonmouths or copperheads, which I can kind of understand. If you don't know your snakes, to me, if I just seen that, not the head or anything, I could say, yeah, it might be a cottonmouth or a copperhead. But there's a couple good ways to tell. Now, this guy does not have a triangular head, but for a defense mechanism, they will flatten out their bodies, they will flatten out their heads, which will make them look like a cottonmouth. But right there, you can see that U-shaped head, which the cottonmouth will, of course, have a triangular-shaped head. You can also see the eyes. Cottonmouths have like a cat eye, while these have, of course, rounded pupils. Now, this guy here is a little bit fatter. He's definitely had a meal. He probably a minnow, I'd say. Which is probably why this guy's not too bitey and striky. He is too laid down. But they have a couple defense mechanisms. Just like I said, they'll flatten their heads out, flatten their bodies out. Another one is if you pick them up by their tail, they'll spin around, they'll literally spin their tail off. So this guy's definitely gotten a hold by something. As you can see right there, there's a little nub right there where our tail is supposed to be long and pointed like. Now another way to tell these guys is say if you see that much of their body and they kind of like roll over just a tad bit. If you see that like speckled pattern right through there, you can get a good look at the underbelly. You can see it's got like a yellowish tint to it. A cottonmouth will not have that yellowish tint to it. It'll have just like a plain tint. Plain tint to its stomach will basically be the same pattern as the top of it. But another good way to tell is if you guys can get a close enough look at their head while it's flattened out. Right there in between their nose and their eye will be like a little heat-sensing pit, which all pit vipers have. So like a cottonmouth or a copperhead will have that heat-sensing pit right there, and you guys can tell the difference in them like that as well. Now these guys do have babies. Of course, all snakes do. And all snakes do bite. This one here's pretty chill because I've been handling them all day. Like, I'll just get them out every once in a while, handle them for a little bit, trying to get them kind of used to me. I've got bit right there around the pinky. I don't know if you guys can really see that or not. But if you get bit by these guys and you start bleeding a little bit, don't freak out. Because they do have an anticoagulant in their saliva, which is meant for their prey. Basically, anticoagulant is when they bite you. It's basically like a blood thinner. It will thin your blood out. Like when I got bit by this guy, my pinky's had a bunch of blood pouring out. Once all the blood clears up, it's just like a couple little tiny marks. Which is meant for frogs, so these guys do not constrict. They will just bite frogs, minnows, etc. And their prey will basically bleed out, and they'll eat it after that. That way it's not wiggling around too much. Now, these guys have a pretty good diet. They'll eat frogs, they'll eat crawdads, they'll eat minnows. Now, once they get bigger, they will eat small little mammals, such as mice. If it gets close to the creek bank, they will go up and get the mouse off the creek bank. They'll eat little birds, like little baby ducks, maybe. Once they get big enough, now this guy's way too small to eat a baby duck or eat a... I can probably eat him like a little pinky mouse, maybe. This guy's diet's probably mainly on baby frogs. Well, not baby frogs, like medium-sized frogs and minnows, I'd say. But these guys, so I said, do breed. They will breed through August through June, and they will have up to 8 babies, which they can have up to 35, but the normal number is just 8. Now, I have a baby over here I caught last night as well. I'll get him out and show him to you guys so you guys can see what the babies look like. They pretty much look the same, which this guy's got a checkered pattern to them. They come in a couple different tints. They come like a all gray, like a dingy looking gray where you can kind of see the checkered pattern. And they come in, of course, it's a checkered pattern. I'm gonna get the baby out right now. The babies, when they are babies, usually they will have the checkered pattern. I'm gonna get the baby out right now for you guys, so you guys can see them side by side. And yeah, let me get them out real quick. This here's a little baby. Which, of course, he kind of looks the same. He's got that checkered pattern on his back, but like I said, he's got that orange and or yellow underbelly you guys can always look at. Just pay attention to the heads. That's the adult and the baby side by side. As I said, these are really cool snakes. They're awfully mistaken for cottonmouths and stuff like that, which should not happen. If you guys see these, don't kill them. Just leave them alone. They're not going to hurt nothing. If it's a really big one, if you have to, call animal control or something to relocate it. If you don't want it on your property, just don't kill it. If you can, just get it yourself. If you don't want to touch it, just get a stick, try getting a bucket and relocate the thing. Should be the better thing to do. But right here's the babies. I have a couple of these in there. I have a whole fistful. I'll go and get all of them out real quick and to show you the whole fistful of snakes I have in this barrel. That's what I like to call a handful of snake. There's 5 of them right there. 3 adults and a couple little babies. But I'm going to kind of get these gray, dingy one looking out. See, I can tell you guys about their coloration and stuff like that. So, you can see here, his checkered pattern's not as visible as the other one. He's got kind of like a grayish looking color to him, but right there, all you have to do is look at the underbelly. It's probably the best way to tell, because they will have a white underbelly and or like a yellow or orange looking color. These guys are really cool. Best, if you guys do want to look for these guys, if you guys are into snakes, the best time to do it, and the best place to do it is walk up and down a shallow stream at nighttime and take a light with you and just shine up inside underneath the banks. That's where it'll be coiled up at. You can find them out in the open, up on the bank looking for prey, etc. These guys are really cool. I really like them. I have a couple different ones. Caught a good little bit of them last night. But it's fun explaining these guys to you and why you shouldn't kill them and stuff like that. I mean, these guys can keep your frog population down and stuff like that. But you should not kill these guys. They are a really cool species of snake. Often mistaken for cottonmouths and stuff like that. But that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop us down a comment. We like reading your guys' comments all the time. It's just really cool. I don't know. It's like reading comments, see what people say about the videos, stuff like that. But that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course turn on your post notifications, stuff like that. But I just want to really explain these guys to you, because people often mistake them for cottonmouths and copperheads. So I'll show you guys some of the differences in them. And that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stuff like that. And we'll see you guys in the next video.